Chapter begins at the pirate island in the New World. Some pirates are talking about Captain Kobe being on the loose. One of them warns the others not to joke about it now. Then a small group of pirates starts causing chaos. One of them mentions that the commander has no claim on Kobe and that his bounty is up for grabs. Another pirate asks how much they will get for killing him. The first one tells him not to ask, while another adds that Cross Guild is footing the bill. A pirate picks up a newspaper and says he has his collection ticket right here, noting that the payout is huge. Another pirate urges him to spit out the price on Kobe's head. Then we see a wanted poster of Kobe with a 5-star bounty, with each star representing a chest full of coins, meaning Captain Kobe has a bounty of 500 million berries. This is significant, as the average Navy soldier typically has a 1-star bounty, but Captain Kobe has 5, with a bounty of 500 million berries. The scene shifts, and a pirate feels a tickling sensation on the left side of his chest, realizing it's near where they keep the unsold slaves, and worries they might be escaping. A pirate wonders if this means it's open season for everyone, including Kobe. Another pirate yells at him to quit being so bloodthirsty and to keep them alive, especially Kobe. As the tension rises, a pirate threatens to tell Teach if Pizarro doesn't listen. Suddenly, a mysterious voice questions if the sound is coming from the rock face, adding to the suspense. We see Kobe, visibly exhausted and in chains, urging his group to hurry as the pirates know they are there. Then we Captain Kobe, of the sword who is cuffed in chains. Captain Kobe is with other people and says that pirates know we are here, so we better hurry. The scene intensifies at Pirate Island. A pirate remarks that they wouldn't have made it this far without Kobe, who is praised for his efforts. Kobe, exhausted and out of breath, insists on acting as a decoy to keep the pirates busy, urging the captives to keep going. We can also see pirates searching for Kobe, making sure not to lose track of him. The captives express their gratitude, calling him a saint. Elsewhere, we see 2 of the Titanic captains of Blackbeard's pirates, Shiryu of the Rain, who has the clear fruit, and corrupt King Pizarro, who has the island fruit. Shiryu suggests to Pizarro that he could catch Kobe himself. Pizarro responds with laughter, saying, Teach always gets angry at him for causing too much damage. Meanwhile, another pirate, Vasco Shot, is seen sitting on one of his bubbles and asking for permission to go. Pizarro asks what he has in mind. Meanwhile, Shiryu is deep in thought. Who's at Pirate Island. Vasco Shot, the heavy drinker who ate the glug fruit, proposes burning down the town so that no one could run. Pizarro shouts that it is a perfect plan but acknowledges that all the fire damage would still anger Teach. Vasco laughs maniacally while drinking, considering the destruction. We then see San Juan Wolf, the colossal battleship, who ate the big fruit and became a gigantification man, sleeping peacefully. Vasco Shot, floating in a bubble, remarks that he'd do a better job of it than Wolf. Pizarro recalls how they only just patched up the damage from the Rocky Port incident, emphasizing the destructive nature of their past actions. Another pirate agrees with Vasco Shot, saying that goes without saying. The scene at Pirate Island continues with Kobe, exhausted and out of breath, realizing that escaping on foot might not be possible. However, he resolves to buy enough time for the others to set sail. Suddenly, a pirate finds him, causing an uproar as they rush to capture him. Kobe then remembers an event in the past. In this memory, Blackbeard is seen sitting on a throne, discussing his ambitious plan. He asks Kobe if he likes his idea of making Pirate Island a full-fledged nation, which can be government-affiliated as long as Blackbeard is king. He laughs maniacally, thinking, the Blackbeard Kingdom has a nice ring to it. However, Kobe finds the idea delusional, stating that there's no way the world government would acknowledge a country of criminals. Blackbeard, sitting on his throne, discusses his plans, laughing and saying that it's not nice to piss on someone's dreams. He's keeping Kobe alive as a bargaining chip against the government. Kobe replies that the Navy and government would collapse before they roll over to a cowardly terrorist like Blackbeard. Kobe, looking determined, says Blackbeard is wasting his time and reveals that he's a member of Sword, shocking everyone present. Blackbeard, confused, asks what Sword is. Kuzan explains that if Kobe is serious, using him as a bargaining chip would be a total bust because he has already given up his Marine code. Kuzan then explains that Sword members are Marines who are no longer recognized on paper and have given up their Marine code. Kuzan explains that everyone in Sword has officially resigned their commission, allowing them to ignore certain command protocols. For example, they can fight an emperor like Blackbeard without authorization, and the Navy can always disavow their actions and cut them loose at any point. Blackbeard, sitting on his throne and flanked by his crew, laughs and mocks the concept. He says that while others don't hesitate to gnaw on your fingers, he knows which side he prefers. He declares that he isn't budging from his plan and is eager to see how far it takes them. Blackbeard continues, expressing doubt that the government would write off their precious hero, Kobe, so easily. He believes that the public wouldn't be pleased to hear that they lost their hero, making Kobe an even more valuable bargaining chip. As he laughs, he points out that if things don't go his way, he can at least give the government a bloody nose. Blackbeard orders his crew to keep Kobe locked up, emphasizing that they can't have him slipping away and ruining his fun. The scene shifts to the present, and Kobe is seen running, exhausted and out of breath. In a shaded flashback scene, Kobe remembers a previous encounter where he was offered freedom in exchange for freeing Moriya-sama, who is in one of the deeper cells. As Kobe is running, he thinks to himself that while he may have teamed up with a pirate, it doesn't change his duty. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more manga videos. Soon, I will start covering the most recent chapters, so hurry up and subscribe. Outside, chaos ensues as 3 Marines are attacking the port. The pirates, shocked, realize that the Marines are crazy strong and warn each other to watch out. One pirate can't believe what he hears and exclaims, "Did they just say 3 Marines? There's no way! Marines have come to this island." Kobe, now determined, tells himself to get a grip before he embarrasses himself, questioning if anyone would actually come to save him. As he runs, he hears someone shouting for him to stop. The pirates are in chaos as the Marines attack. One pirate exclaims that he doesn't know who these guys are and why they are so tough. Another pirate adds that they seem to be trying to push them back to the town center. Panic ensues as the pirates realize their guns aren't working. One pirate yells for them to stop the Marines, while another wonders what the Marines are up to. A large Marine aggressively fights through the chaos. Despite cutting off the Marine's head, the attack doesn't stop him. The Marine, unfazed, remarks that it stings. One pirate, shocked by the Marine's resilience, exclaims that it seems like the Marine is made of clay. Realizing the Marine is a Logia type, the pirate is even more stunned. Another pirate notices something strange and asks if the building just moved. A drunken pirate laughs and mocks that another pirate has had 1 drink too many. They look around, trying to locate Kobe amidst the turmoil. One pirate asks where that Kobe guy went. The scene continues with the pirates being confronted by a Marine. One pirate notices that she is scolding the building with a whip while beating the wall. The Marine orders someone to move and be good boys. Another pirate, confused, questions what's with the crazy broad, while another pirate wonders why she is beating the building with a whip. Meanwhile, the Marine continues to command them not to talk back and to wipe the dirty look off their faces. The Marine, identified as Kujaku, the Navy HQ Rear Admiral, Sword member, asks why the pirates are staring at her. The pirates are shocked to see that she is a Marine. She comments that pirates here don't see many Marines, and then adds that both of them are cute, inviting them to come a little closer. She then says she will be happy to break them in. The scene then shifts to Kobe, who is cornered by the pirates. They are getting ready to pump him full of lead, realizing that he is surrounded and thinking this is the end of the line. The scene shows the pirates reacting in shock as flowers suddenly pop out of their guns instead of bullets. One pirate exclaims that the flowers are beautiful, while another is confused, asking what the heck is happening and why there are flowers. Kobe, surprised, realizes their guns are making flowers and wonders what is going on. Kobe then spots Hibari, who is revealed to be the one behind the flower bullets. She calls out to Kobe, telling him to get his butt over there. Kobe, in disbelief, asks if it's really Hibari-san. Hibari, with a determined look, explains that she used flower bullets so the pirates wouldn't be able to use their guns for a while. Hibari then clarifies that she's not there to help him specifically. She was just out for lunch and happened to be in the area. She firmly tells Kobe not to get the wrong idea. The scene begins with Prince Groose, identified as the Navy HQ Rear Admiral, sword member, communicating with his team. Another Marine checks in, asking for Prince's status. Prince Groose responds confidently that everything is good. We then see Prince Groose, also known as Golem, displaying his clay abilities as the man who ate the squelch fruit. He prepares for action and confirms that they are all set and that Kobe is safe too. He then instructs to aim right for the middle. As the scene shifts, the pirates notice something strange about the town center. One pirate asks if the buildings moved or something. Another pirate is confused, not remembering the town center looking like this. The action intensifies as Tashigi shouts that preparations are complete. Helmeppo cries out, telling everyone to hang on tight. We see a glimpse of Garp, who is smiling, and then someone orders to blast off, and we see the ship flying into the air. The scene begins with a pirate noticing something unusual and questioning what is happening. Kobe also notices the battleship and reacts with surprise, questioning if it's really a battleship. The scene shifts to the sky, where the battleship is indeed flying above the island. Pirates are astounded and can't believe what they're seeing. One pirate asks if someone is standing on the battleship. The pirates realize the gravity of the situation and decide to run for it, noting that there are too many of them packed in and they're trapped. As the battleship hovers above, it becomes clear that it's Vice Admiral Garp's ship. The pirates, recognizing him, are in further shock, acknowledging that it's the legendary hero, Vice Admiral Garp. They express disbelief, questioning if he isn't retired. Garp, with a confident and cheerful demeanor, laughs heartily, ready to take action. As the realization sets in, the pirates know they are in deep trouble and start panicking, with some suggesting running for it and others realizing there's no use in trying to escape. Garp, with a fierce expression, shouts at the pirates below. He commands their attention, declaring that they should have thought twice before kidnapping Kobe. He emphasizes that Kobe is the future of the Marines. The pirates, in utter shock and fear, question why Garp would go to such lengths for Kobe. Garp, with a determined and proud look, further asserts that Kobe is not only the future of the Marines, but also his irreplaceable protege. The scene is set in an intense and chaotic environment as Garp launches a powerful attack from above. His fist, imbued with immense haki, creates a massive shockwave as he executes his signature move, the Galaxy Impact. The sheer force of the attack causes the ground to crack and buildings to crumble, sending debris flying in all directions. The destructive power of Garp's haki spreads throughout the area, emphasizing his legendary strength. With this fierce attack, chapter comes to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more manga videos. Soon I will start covering the most recent chapters, so hurry up and subscribe. The chapter begins, and we witness the destruction caused by Garp's Galaxy Impact attack. The entire city is devastated. The attack was so fierce that all the pirates were sent flying, and Garp looked menacing. The pirates were shouting, fearing they were about to be crushed. Suddenly, Prince Gurus used his clay ordination attack to create a clay surface so that the ship could smoothly land. Meanwhile, Garp landed effortlessly by himself. Captain Tashigi and other Marines are holding up the ship while pirates are sent flying in all directions, expressing their anger towards Garp. Some call him a bastard, and others vow never to forgive him. In the midst of this chaos stands the legendary hero, Garp, with the entire ship looming behind him as pirates lie defeated amid fire and destruction. Garp, projecting authority, warns, "Listen up, you snot-nosed pirates. If you so much as blink, you'll end up in a world of pain." Observing the devastation, Garp expresses disappointment, feeling it was a letdown, and admits his frustration due to losing his touch, suggesting he didn't cause enough damage. This shocks the pirates, who can't believe he's asking for more destruction. Meanwhile, Kobe runs toward Garp, calling out his name. Garp responds warmly, "Ah, Kobe, you don't look too shabby." Helmeppo is also seen crying, relieved that Kobe wasn't murdered. Then we see Rear Admiral Prince Groose and Kujaku. Kujaku remarks that Garp-san is a naughty boy for acting so recklessly. Prince Groose is infuriated because Garp has just praised Kobe as the future of the Marines, a position Groose covets for himself. Kujaku responds that Groose can say whatever he wants behind their backs, but he can't deny that their bond is wholesome and endearing. Tashigi and others shout out Kobe's name, drawing his attention. Meanwhile, Hibari, coming from behind Kobe, is tense, because if Kobe keeps running forward recklessly, he might end up dead. Suddenly, in a flash, Hibari gets frozen. He was about to call for help, but before he could, his body was freezed. Kobe suddenly noticed and shouted, as did the other rear admirals, but Garp was shocked because he knew who was responsible. In the next panel, we see someone standing in front of Garp. It is none other than Kuzan. Garp, angry, demands that Aokiji unfreeze Hibari as they both stand facing each other. All the pirates shout and cheer for their captain, Kuzan, who is now a member of the Blackbeard Pirates. Standing there, Aokiji mentions that it would be problematic if Kobe escapes while Captain Teach is away. As Blackbeard pirates around him are frozen, Teach, agitated, demands to know why Aokiji froze all his buddies and insists he undo it. Aokiji coolly responds that Teach is just being loud, and if the scene shifts back in time to show how Aokiji joined the Blackbeard pirates. This flashback takes place 1 year after the battle between Aokiji and Akainu, on a certain island in the New World. Someone shouts, wondering what the hell happened. Another voice advises, forgetting about it since it's Blackbeard. They should just get out of there. Suddenly, the pirates are taken aback. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos like this. Then we see Blackbeard talking to Aokiji, saying there's no point in asking who did this because there's only one person on this planet capable of such a feat, Aokiji. Calmly enjoying his drink, Aokiji listens as Blackbeard pirates around him are frozen. Teach, agitated, demands to know why Aokiji froze all his buddies and insists he undo it. Aokiji coolly responds that Teach is just being loud, and if Aokiji were in Teach's position, he'd think twice before using his devil fruit, lest all his members' frozen bodies get destroyed. Aokiji mentions that Teach knows his men well as their captain, and questions if Teach really thinks Aokiji instigated the conflict. He should have listened to what happened. Aokiji then reveals that he is quite heartbroken at the moment, and asks Teach to guess who is to blame for his foul mood. After some time, we see all the pirates are now unfrozen and Blackbeard is laughing. He comments that Aokiji is really crazy, to which Aokiji also laughs out loud and retorts, "Look who's talking," wishing they had more booze. Then we see Aokiji enjoying his time with all the Blackbeard pirates. Katarina asks what Akainu said after that. Aokiji, slightly drunk, replies that Akainu remarked on how sad it is that they came up together and now they have to try to kill each other, which makes his blood boil. Everyone waits for more, and Aokiji jokingly says he replied that he'll be magma, which makes everyone laugh. Then, Aokiji shows them his leg and tells them that his leg got broken, and he uses ice to replace his leg. Vasco Shot comments that these admirals really don't fool around. He then asks if Aokiji broke or tore Akainu's arm, to which Aokiji replies, "No, but he really disturbed Akainu." Katrina says, speaking of injuries, "Captain, maybe Aokiji has information about the man marked by flames." Aokiji questions what she means by marked by flames. Jesus Burgess adds that there are 4 super valuable red poneglyphs out there. Kaido and Big Mom apparently each have one. Blackbeard continues, saying that means 2 of them are up for grabs, but there's no knowing where they are. They've heard a rumor that the man marked by the flames has one. Aokiji shows his scar and asks if he is that man marked by flames, to which Vasco replies that he's not. He just got his scar. Lafitte continues, saying it is said that this man can be found on a pitch-black ship, and if anyone sails near it, they end up swallowed by giant whirlpools, and he may very well have a devil fruit power. Shiryu adds that he bets this man is with the government. We all know they are hardly angels. It wouldn't be surprising if they kept a stone or 2 for themselves, he says. It would be a surefire way of preventing any pirate from ever claiming the One Piece. Aokiji adds, "The poneglyphs hold nothing but bitter memories for me. I don't remember seeing any giant garish red stone at Ohara. What I do remember is a dear friend taking a stand against the government and the traumatized eyes of a little girl. That forced me to take matters into my own hands." One of the pirates mocks the story, asking what's with the sobbing tale. Lafitte moves closer to Blackbeard, and whispers about the potential use of his power. Aokiji, overhearing them, suddenly shouts that he can hear them and warns that he could send them all to an ice age again. Blackbeard yells for calm. Aokiji continues, noting that he heard they were hunting devil fruits, and suggests bringing the fight. Blackbeard tells him to stop, explaining his crew are just being idiots and that he wasn't planning on doing anything. Aokiji freezes a few pirates, prompting Blackbeard to get up and offer him a seat in his crew. Other pirates object to this. Blackbeard continues, "You're basically out of a job, right? Got any other prospects? The Guardians of Justice dumped you, so what's next?" Aokiji replies that Blackbeard knows he lives by a different definition of justice, and warns Blackbeard not to be a moron thinking a couple of drinks are enough to win him over. To which Blackbeard replies, "You've got pirates all wrong. We aren't just a merry band of chums bumming around together. We all profit from having our own agendas. That's what makes us pirates. You're free now, so what do you want to do?" The flashback ends, and we move back to the present scene. Aokiji is present when Garp shouts his name and continues, insisting that Aokiji better unfreeze Hibari, let them take Kobe, and get his ass back in uniform. Aokiji, preparing his move, remarks that Garp is as direct as ever, something he has always loved about him, which is why he is not going to comply with any of those requests and has decided to live life on his terms. Suddenly, he unleashes his attack, Ice Ball, and in the next moment, encases Garp's body in a sphere of ice. Aokiji challenges, "Your number one student versus your favorite student. Can you kill one to save the other?" Garp, though frozen, asserts that Aokiji can't stop him so easily and scolds that he thought he taught Aokiji better. The pirates are shocked because Aokiji's ice is not working on Garp. Garp declares that only the weak lose their ways, then quickly moves towards Aokiji, grabs him by the face, leaps and uses his ultimate move, Blue Hole. In the next moment, he smashes Aokiji to the ground, causing a burst of haki to spread all over, creating a large crater, a devastating attack. The scene shifts to Winter Island in the New World, where we see Blackbeard with a little blood on his face, observing Trafalgar Law's cap placed on the ground. We see the Heart Pirates submarine, the Polar Tang, currently sinking to the ocean floor, torn to pieces. Blackbeard laughs mockingly, stating they can't even call themselves pirates anymore. Nearby, Law and Beepo are badly injured and lying on the ground. Blackbeard continues, "The owners of the 100 hearts you stole at Rocky Port are still living on Pirate Island. I bet they'd be thrilled if I bring them your heart. We'll have a toast." During a flashback, Chopper says he can't guarantee his treatment will work. Blackbeard debates whether to sell the op-op fruit or use it, mockingly asking if Law would consider making him immortal. Suddenly, a dark shadow emerges, and someone tells him to keep his hands off his captain. It's Beepo, who, after taking his medicine, transforms into a giant bear. He hits Blackbeard directly, sending him flying. Blackbeard, scared, shouts in confusion about how that is even possible. Meanwhile, the other two crew members cover their captain. We then see Beepo causing destruction and diving into the sea. Law, nearly dying, tells Beppo to go back. As Beppo leaves the island, Law, struggling, insists that they can't abandon their crew. Beppo responds that they can't go back, but they should trust them, Captain. From the freezing ports of the north until now, they have always survived. None of them will let it end here. So don't you dare die, Captain. Please don't die, he pleads. Beepo rushes into the water. The narrator concludes that on this day, the Heart Pirates led by Trafalgar Law were soundly defeated, ending the chapter. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos like this. The chapter takes us to a ship scrapyard at Navy Branch G, one in the past. A Marine asks why there are battleships here and what the captain means by punching bags. The captain responds that now that it's mentioned, it does look like their armored hulls have been caved in with punches. Another Marine questions who did this. The captain replies that Vice Admiral Garp did this. Ever since his youth, he made this part of his daily routine. The Marines are stunned and question about a second ship. The captain explains that Aokiji Hardauk, the former admiral, was Garp's protege. The rules were no hockey or devil fruit abilities were allowed while working on the battleship bags. The captain concludes by saying it just goes to show that no one's born a hero. It's strength you have to earn. The scene shifts back to the pirate island in the New World, where we see Wolf being sent into the water by Garp's punch. A pirate exclaims that Garp sent Wolf flying and calls Garp scary, urging others to pull Wolf out or he'll just die. Vasco Shot is seen, saying that this is the legendary hero, and then uses his attack to throw fire directly towards Garp. Garp immediately grabs 3 pirates by the head and uses them as shields, with the fire attack hitting those pirates and burning them to ashes. Meanwhile, Pizarro is stunned and says that Garp is trying to destroy the pirate island. He is furious because the whole island is under destruction by Garp, and everyone is running here and there. Another pirate exclaims that if the tower burns down, Captain Teach will kill them. Despite being totally outnumbered, Garp isn't even flinching. The pirates are in awe, calling him a terrifying monster, while Garp is still smiling. Captain Tashigi announces that the wounded and all the rescued slaves are on board, and they are setting sail. Meanwhile, another member ensures that the frozen people are recovered and questions if Kobe is okay. Tashigi tells Garp that he can pull out whenever he is ready. Garp announces that their work is done, and orders everyone to leave, stating there is no point in destroying the island any further. Suddenly, someone is seen standing, and it's Aokiji. He says that he can't let Garp go so easily, and stands there like a monster. We then see Garp and his students. Helmeppo laments that he should have gone with the others, as now he is trapped. Prince is still asking Garp if he is also the future of the Marines. Kobe mentions that they can't underestimate the Titanic captains, and Garp, standing in the middle, acknowledges that Aokiji still wants to fight. Garp orders all of them to head straight to the coast and assures them they will be fine. He tells them not to die on him, and everyone responds with a resounding, "Yes, sir." As Kobe is running, he suddenly hears someone calling for help. Realizing there are still hostages, he shouts that he is coming to save her. Prince realizes it was a trap as the lady and pirate laugh. Suddenly, someone attacks Kobe, but before the blow lands, Garp jumps in the middle and takes a direct stab from Shiryu of the Rain, who is using his hidden devil fruit power. Blood spills out of Garp's mouth as the sword pierces through his chest, but Garp doesn't back down. He loads a giant attack and directly hits Shiryu, crushing him into the ground. Shiryu is destroyed and blood is everywhere. Garp realizes who he is. Meanwhile, the pirates are happy, seeing Garp stabbed and weakened. Kobe is still on the side, everyone shouting for Garp, saying there is nothing left and they should leave the island. Kobe is haunted because it was his fault, but Garp tells him not to take it on himself, as he was their target the whole time. Seeing that Garp is weakened, all the pirates jump towards him, thinking they can kill Garp and claim the big prize on his head, which is 3 billion berries, equal to an emperor of the sea. Suddenly, Aokiji speeds up and tells the other pirates to get away. Even with Garp's arms and legs wounded, those pirates wouldn't stand a chance. Aokiji prepares his attack, coating his fist in ice, ready to use Ice Glove. Garp recalls a scene from the past. Garp questions if Aokiji wants to become his student, but Aokiji declines, saying he likes his freedom and prefers to learn from other Navy instructors. A young Aokiji insists that other instructors have taught him all they could, and he wants to become Garp's student. Garp shouts at him to get lost, but after some time, we see both of them training. Garp prohibits the use of haki, saying, "This is training." Aokiji, frustrated, says he can't use it even if he wants to, and these punches hurt. In the training scene, Garp is furious because his son Dragon has become a revolutionary. Years later, we see Garp grabbing Aokiji, lamenting that now his grandson also wants to become a pirate. Aokiji asks why Garp is telling him all this. Garp then asks Aokiji to go eat, but Aokiji says he's busy because he's an admiral. Garp teases him, saying, "Okay, let's have tea then." Frustrated, Aokiji agrees to go. "I see you are watching and watching, but still not subscribing. Now that's unfair, so please, leave a subscribe." The scene returns to the present. Aokiji tells Garp that he has a habit of raising new enemies, to which Garp replies that they're in the same boat, his bone-headed pupil. In the next moment, both Garp and Aokiji clash, their fists colliding and releasing bursts of haki energy everywhere. The impact causes great destruction, reducing the whole city to pieces. Both Aokiji and Garp are sent flying back, and Kobe is seen shouting Garp's name. Pizarro, controlling the giant stone, laughs and says, "You bastards are not getting away! This is Pirate Island! You should have known better than to poke the pirate hive if you didn't want to get swarmed. You think your friends are safe just because they set sail? Don't underestimate my island fruit." In the next moment, as the ship sails away, a girl is concerned about Kobe, who is now free from Aokiji's ice. The members of Sword are talking when suddenly a Marine notices something in the air. Pizarro, getting up, says, "All you see in the papers is Blackbeard this and Blackbeard that. It's high time we got a crack at the spotlight. Tomorrow's headlines are going to read that Vice Admiral Garp and his squad of rising stars failed to rescue the hero Captain Kobe, and Pizarro, the fourth captain of Blackbeard's pirates, used his awesome new power to crush their foolish plan." Kobe, standing next to Garp, pleads not to do this, saying there are innocent civilians on the ship. Garp, bleeding, tells Kobe not to worry and not to lose his head because justice will prevail. The chapter begins with a flashback scene at Navy HQ where Garp is teaching a lesson. He poses a moral dilemma to his students. If a ship can only hold 2 people and there's a baby and an old man on board, what should they do? Young Kobe replies that he would sacrifice himself to allow both the baby and the old man to survive. Garp becomes furious and shouts, questioning what's wrong with Kobe. He insists that they should abandon the old man. When a captain interrupts, Garp explains that they want to become Marines to safeguard the future. Therefore, they should prioritize their lives over the old man's, take the baby, and live on. In the next scene, the captain is reprimanding Garp, telling him not to give this kind of lecture to the kids again, because all lives are equal. Garp retorts that the potential of youth is limitless. The scene shifts to a few weeks earlier on Amazon Lily Island. Kobe is saying, "This is unbearable, Vice Admiral. Even if he is an emperor, are we meant to sit back and watch while he takes our fellow officers just because we don't have permission to engage?" Meanwhile, fellow officers are captured and crying for help. Blackbeard stands in front of Kobe and asks if he wants to start an all-out war. The captain thinks that Kobe is also a member of Sword. Kobe proposes that if he takes the place of the captured soldiers, Blackbeard should release the battleships and 800 soldiers he has captured. All the Marines are stunned, and Blackbeard laughs, mocking Kobe for thinking too highly of himself. The scene shifts back to the present, where all the Marines are standing and looking towards something. They exclaim that a giant hand has emerged from the island. The enormous hand is coming towards the ship, and the Marines are concerned because their cannons are ineffective and haven't made a scratch. They say it's no use and they can't stop it. Captain Tashigi orders everyone to abandon the ship and move to the docks, emphasizing that their priority is to safeguard civilians. Everyone is shocked by the immense power of the hand. Meanwhile, Garp is lying down, and a Marine points out that hundreds of Marines and civilians will die if the hand hits the ship. The Marine asks Garp what they should do. Garp smiles and reassures them, saying, "Don't worry, you guys got this." The Marine trio is shocked, and Helmeppo says they will give them an opening. Garp then gives orders. Captain Kobe is to go for the giant hand and smash it to bits. Prince's job is to protect the ship from falling debris, and Helmeppo is to ensure no one gets in their way. As Kobe is about to say something, Garp interrupts him, advising him never to second-guess himself in the heat of the moment, and orders them to go. The trio then flashes away to carry out their tasks. Before moving on, let me know which manga should I cover next, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. A pirate shouts that Captain Kobe is on the move, but another pirate dismisses it, saying they are helpless without Garp. They mock Kobe, calling him an overrated cadet despite his hero status. The pirates prepare to attack. Prince asks Kobe if he has any explosives to destroy the giant hand. Kobe replies that he does not, and he will have to figure something out. Prince is shocked, wondering how Kobe could possibly deal with something bigger than their battleship. The pirates begin attacking Kobe and Prince with cannons, but Helmeppo provides cover by destroying all the incoming attacks. Kobe looks back, but Prince tells him to keep moving and not to look back. Meanwhile, Aokiji stands next to Garp and asks where exactly Garp plans to go with the wound he's got. Garp replies that it's just a scratch. Aokiji, relieved, starts to say he was worrying for nothing, but before he can finish, Garp flashes towards Aokiji, saying that this proves he's still soft on the inside. Garp smashes Aokiji into the ground, causing massive destruction and shocking all the pirates around. The giant stone figure is stunned, and in the next moment, Garp uses his speed to rush towards it. As Garp readies his fist, the stone figure is terrified by Garp's intense gaze. In an instant, Garp uses his new move, Galaxy Divide, blowing away the left part of the giant. All the pirates are shocked by Garp's immense power, and Pizarro is badly hurt. Koby says that Garp created an opening for them. Prince asks Koby what he plans to do now. Koby shouts that he will live up to Garp's expectations and flashes towards the giant rock. The giant stone, infuriated, declares that Garp cannot stop him and that Garp will see what he does next. Garp remembers the past when he acknowledged Koby's progress to Helmeppo. All the pirates shout as they see Koby jumping towards the giant island. Everyone is concerned, wondering if Koby can seriously defeat this giant hand. But the pirates laugh at Koby. In the past, Helmeppo told Garp that Koby wanted him to convey something. When Garp asked what it was, Helmeppo said that compared to everyone else, Koby was working 10 times harder. Koby had declared that he had to keep training, or else he wouldn't become a great Marine. Garp noted that after his special training, Koby was working and training at night too, never missing a day, and spending the whole night hitting the battleship bags until his fists peeled and bled. The scene returns to the present, where Garp is proud, but Pizarro laughs at Koby, saying that compared to his hand, Koby is nothing. A girl is concerned about Koby as he gets too close. Meanwhile, Pizarro laughs, saying that the Marines won't last long, and they will hear the cries of Marines even if they try to jump in the water because Aokiji will freeze it. The captains are worried and need to set full sail. They say that Captain Koby is stopping and they need to move further. Prince is worried about Koby. As Koby goes upward, he thinks that if he can't break it, everyone will die. He makes his fist ready and, in the next moment, uses his attack, Honesty Impact, which hits so hard that it pierces the whole hand, splitting Pizarro into 2 pieces and destroying his entire body. All the pirates are shocked, and Pizarro is badly hurt and falls back to the ground from just 1 hit by Koby. Tashigi and the other captains are shocked and cry with pride. All the Marines shout and praise Koby. Koby falls down, and Garp laughs maniacally at Pizarro. Meanwhile, Helmeppo is crying for Koby. Prince Groose is also shocked, but in the next moment, he uses his web to stop the pieces of stone from falling on the ship. Helmeppo jumps in, catches Koby, and acknowledges him. Koby says he really did it, to which Helmeppo responds that the arm was as big as a mountain, and he blew it to bits. Prince Groose uses his power to throw all the rocks into the water, saving all the Marines on the ship. Everyone on the ship is happy, and the Marines thank Koby for saving them all. Captain Tashigi receives a call from Garp, saying this mission was a success to rescue Captain Koby. Tashigi says they will make sure to come back as soon as possible. Garp orders all the troops to withdraw from Pirate Island and assures them he will figure something out. He emphasizes that the safety of kids is always the top priority and explains that the captain finally understood what Garp was trying to teach them. Koby shouts that they have to go back, but Garp says their success rate will be seriously low against the pirates, so they should leave. He reminds them never to forget that they are the future of the Marines. As Garp is surrounded by all the pirates and the Titanic captain of Blackbeard, he is stabbed by Aokiji's ice, fully frozen. With his last line, he ends the call. Aokiji, in pain, watches while Garp laughs maniacally as he freezes. The narrator says, in the following day's paper, the legendary hero Vice Admiral Garp would be declared missing in action on Pirate Island after the successful rescue of the young hero Captain Koby. However, another story would also gain the world's attention. The Egghead Incident, where Emperor Straw Hat Luffy would face a siege on the island of the future. And with this,